Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 9. So students, in the previous video we have started reading with our second chapter from the book Moments. The name of the chapter is The Adventures of Toto, and now we all know that Toto is the name of one of a baby monkey who was the pet at the narrator's house, and narrator's grandfather, he got this monkey as a pet, and we were reading his adventurous journey in the train along with the grandfather of the narrator. And now let's continue the chapter, and now let's see that what happened next. In vain did grandfather take Toto out in the bag. In vain did he try to prove that a monkey did not qualify as a dog or even as a quadruped. So in the previous video, in the end, we have read that when the ticket collector was there and when he saw that grandfather, he was having one monkey in his bag, so that ticket collector said that you are having one dog and you have to pay for it. And now the narrator is saying that after that the grandfather, he take first of all he take Toto out of the bag, then he tried to prove that he was a monkey, not a dog, and a monkey cannot qualify as a dog or even as a quadruped. So let's see what quadruped means. It means animals with 4 feet. Okay, so all the animals who are having 4 feet, they are regarded as a quadruped. Okay, so when that ticket collector, he said to Dadaji, to grandfather, that you are having one dog and you have to pay for it. After that the grandfather, he first of all took out Toto from the bag, and then he tried to prove that he was a monkey, he was not a dog, and even he was not a quadruped, but all his efforts were in vain. So what in vain means? Without any result. So grandfather, he was making a lot of efforts to prove that he was a monkey, he cannot be qualified as a dog, but that ticket collector, he was not at all ready to listen. All the efforts of the grandfather, they were in vain, they were without any result, because that ticket collector, he was very much determined, we can say, and he was not at all ready to listen that Toto, he was a monkey, he was not a dog. Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector. So finally that ticket collector, he classified Toto as a dog, and 3 rupees was the sum handed over as his fare. And because of that, the ticket collector, he asked for his fare because he regarded his classified Toto as one of the dog, and for that the grandfather, he gave 3 rupees as the fare of Toto. Then grandfather, just to get his own bag, took from his pocket our pet tortoise and said, what must I pay for this, since you charge for all animals? So now obviously grandfather, he was very much annoyed, he was very much angry, and now just to get his own bag. So what to get his own bag means? It means have the revenge. So now grandfather, who was very much upset, who was very much annoyed because of that ticket collector, and now he wanted to take his revenge. So what did he do? He took from his pocket the pet tortoise. Okay, so he was also carrying one of the tortoise, the pet tortoise, in his pocket. So he took out that tortoise from the pocket and he said, what must I pay for this, since you are charging for all the animals? So grandfather said that okay, if you are charging 3 rupees for this monkey and you are classifying this monkey as a dog, so just let me know what should I pay for this tortoise, because you are charging for all the animals. The ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger, gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look and said, no charge, it is not a dog. So now what is the reaction, what is the reply of that ticket collector? First of all, he looked very closely, very intently at the tortoise, then he prodded it with his forefinger. So prodded means to push, so he pushed, he touched the tortoise with the help of his forefinger, then he gave the grandfather a pleased and triumphant look. So what triumphant means? It means victorious look. So now the ticket collector, he was having a victorious look, he was having a very pleased look, and he said no charge because it is not a dog. Then obviously Toto was also not a dog, he was a monkey, but ticket collector, he was very much adamant and he charged 3 rupees as the fare of Toto, but now he is saying that no charge for this tortoise because he is not a dog. Okay. When Toto was finally accepted by grandmother, he was given a comfortable home in the stable. So that was about his journey, his railway journey, okay. And now the writer is saying that finally Toto's presence was known to grandmother also, that now we are having one monkey as a pet, and now grandmother finally she accepted Toto as a pet, okay. So now after that Toto, he was given a comfortable home in the stable. So what stable means? Stable is a place where all the horses are kept, okay. So in this picture we can say this is a stable. So in that house one stable was also there, and finally Toto, he was having one comfortable home in that stable, where he had for a companion the family donkey Nana. And in that stable there was one donkey, and it was the family donkey, and the name of the donkey is Nana. So that Nana, or we can say that donkey, now he was the new companion of Toto. On Toto's first night in the stable, grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. So when Toto, when he was shifted to that stable, and when it was, you know, his first night at that stable, so grandmother, he paid him a visit at night. It means at night grandfather, he went to the stable. Why? Just to see if he, or we can say if Toto, if he was comfortable at the stable. So grandfather, he went there in the stable to just look that, you know, Toto, if he is very much comfortable in the stable or not. To his surprise, he found Nana without apparent cause pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. So when the grandfather, when he went to the stable to check, you know, Toto, that if he is comfortable or not, so he was very much surprised. Why? Because he found Nana. So Nana, we all know, is the name of one of the donkey. So Nana, who was there, so without any apparent cause. So apparent means clearly visible, and cause means reason. So grandfather, he was unable to see any reason for that, but Nana, he was pulling at her halter. So what halter means? Halter is a rope around the neck of the animals. Like in this picture you all can see this particular rope, that rope that you can see here, this rope is known as the halter. So that donkey Nana, it was also having one halter around its neck. So now Nana was, you know, pulling that halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. So in that stable one bundle of hay was there. So in this picture we can see this is the hay. Hay means dried grass. So this kind of bundle of hay was there in the stable, and Nana was trying to keep her head as far as possible from that bundle of hay, and this was something very much surprising for grandfather, and he was unable to see any reason for this thing, for this activity of Nana. Grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches, and she jerked back, dragging Toto with her. So you know, grandfather, he just knew that Nana is very much restless, she is not at all comfortable. So grandfather, he just wanted to make her comfortable, and for that grandfather, he gave Nana a slap across her haunches. Haunches means the back part of the body. So grandfather, he just, you know, gave one slap on the back part of the body of Nana, just to, you know, soothe her, just to make her calm. And at that Nana, she jerked back. Jerked back means moved back. So she just moved back, dragging Toto with her, and with her there was Toto. So now what is the scene? Let's see. He had fastened onto her long ears with his sharp little teeth. So what Toto was doing here? So Toto had fastened onto her long ears with his sharp little teeth. It means जो Toto था वो नाना के long ears में से, you know, वो hang हुआ था with the help of his sharp little teeth, and because of that Nana, she was very much uncomfortable because Toto, it was biting the ears of Nana. Toto and Nana never became friends, and this was the reason Toto and Nana never ever they became good friends, because you know, at the very first night Toto, it was disturbing Nana. In fact, it was biting Nana. Okay, so after that never ever both the animals Toto and Nana, they could become good friends. A great treat for Toto during cold winter evenings was the large bowl of warm water given him by grandmother for his bath. Now the narrator is saying this thing, and he is saying that when it was cold winter evening, so that time Toto was having a very great treat. Why? Because he was having the large bowl full of warm water given to him by grandmother. Why? For his bath. So when it was winter season, when it was cold winter evenings, so in the evening time, grandmother, she used to give one bowl full of warm water to Toto for his bath, and this was like a great treat for Toto. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand, then gradually step into the bath, first one foot, then the other, as he had seen me doing, until he was into the water up to his neck. And now the writer is presenting the next scene when Toto, he was having that bowl full of warm water. So first of all, very cunningly means in a very clever manner. So first of all, in a very clever manner, he would taste the temperature, okay, that what is the temperature of the water with the help of his hand. Then gradually, very slowly, he would step into the bath. First of all, he would step with one foot, then he would take the another foot. And why he was doing this? As he had seen me doing, because the narrator was also doing the same thing, and Toto, perhaps he has seen the narrator doing this, so now he was copying the narrator, okay. And each and every time, first of all, he would step into that bowl, and he would step with one foot, and after some time he would take the other foot, okay. And he was there in the bowl until he was into the water up to his neck. So this was his routine in the cold winter evenings, and this was something very good time for him, and he used to enjoy his bath very much, and it was like a great treat for him. Once comfortable, he would take the soap in his hands or feet and rub himself all over, and now he is there inside the bowl that is filled with warm water. And when Toto, he is very much comfortable inside the water, inside the bowl, then he would take the soap in his hands or feet and he started to rub himself all over. When the water became cold, he would get out and run as quickly as he could to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. And when the water जो था वो थोड़ा सा कोल्ड हो जाता था, उसका जो टेम्परेचर था वो चेंज हो जाता था, पानी थोड़ा सा कोल्ड हो गया है. So after that, Toto, he would get out from that bowl and he would run as quickly as he could. Where? To the kitchen fire. Why? In order to dry himself. So this was his routine, okay. First of all, he would take a bath with warm water. After that, he would go to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. If anyone laughed at him during this performance, Toto's feelings would be hurt and he would refuse to go on with his bath. And now the narrator is saying that if anyone laughed at him during this performance, so what performance he is talking about? The performance when he was bathing in that bowl, okay. So if anyone used to laugh at him during that bath, so Toto's feelings would be hurt. It means Toto, he was very much upset, and then he would refuse to go on with his bath. One day, Toto nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive. Now the narrator is presenting one incident, and he is saying that one day Toto nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive, okay. So one day by mistake जो Toto है वो एक बार अपने आप को boil ही करने वाला था, boil कर देता अपने आप को by mistake. So what is the incident? Let's read. A large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea, and Toto, finding himself with nothing better to do, decided to remove the lid. So now writer is presenting the incident, and he is saying that one day a large kitchen kettle, so in this picture you all can see this is the kitchen kettle. So one day this kind of kitchen kettle, it had been left on the fire. Why? To boil for tea, and Toto, finding himself with nothing better to do, he decided to remove the lid. It means one day this kind of kitchen kettle, it was put on the fire and there was some water inside the kettle, and the water was boiling for the tea, okay. And Toto, when he found the kettle, so he decided first of all to remove the lid of the kettle, okay. So first of all he removed the lid. Finding the water just warm enough for a bath, he got in. So when he removed the lid and he found that inside there is water. So first of all he saw the temperature ki temperature kitna hai, and when he found that the water is warm enough for a bath, so he got inside the kettle, and the kettle is still on fire, okay, with his head sticking out from the open kettle. So what sticking out means? It means to be pushed, okay. So now Toto is inside the kettle and uska jo head hai that is pushing out from the kettle, and just remember that this kettle, it is still on fire, but Toto is totally unaware from this thing, okay. This was just fine for a while until the water began to boil. So now as of now the temperature of the water was fine for Toto, right, but very soon it started to boil, okay. अब धीरे धीरे temperature जो है वो बढ़ रहा था, increase हो रहा था, and now the water of that kettle, it started to boil. Toto then raised himself a little, but finding it cold outside, sat down again. So when the water of the kettle, it started to boil, okay. So obviously Toto was very much uncomfortable. So Toto, he raised himself a little, but he found that outside the kettle there is very much cold. So one more time he just sat down inside the kettle. He continued hopping up and down for some time until grandmother arrived and hold him half boiled out of the kettle. And Toto, he is so uncomfortable and he is so helpless because he is not aware that water is boiling because the kettle is on the fire. So he was just hopping up and down. Hop means to jump. So he was jumping up and down for some time. Sometimes he just sat down in the kettle and then he was trying to get out. So he was just hopping up and down, but finally grandmother arrived. Grandmother was there and then she hold him. Hold means to pull out. So finally grandmother was there, and when she saw this scene that Toto, he is there inside the kettle and the kettle is on the fire and the water is boiling, so grandmother could understand the situation, and then she pulled Toto out, and Toto was half boiled, okay, and finally grandmother pulled him out of the kettle, but till now Toto, he was half boiled already. So this was the incident, okay. If there is a part of the brain especially devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Toto. And now we can see that Toto, he is very mischievous monkey. He is full of mischief. So writer is saying that if there is a part of the brain, if particular part of brain is there that is especially devoted to mischief. So writer is saying that that part was largely developed in Toto because Toto, he was very mischievous monkey. He was always tearing things to pieces, and now writer is presenting some of the mischiefs of Toto. So first of all, Toto, always he was tearing things to pieces, right? उसको जो भी चीज मिल जाती थी, he just used to tear that thing into pieces. Whenever one of my aunts came near him, he made every effort to get hold of her dress and tear a hole in it. And now whenever there was some guest, or we can say some aunts of the narrator was there, and one aunt tried to go near to Toto, then Toto made every effort. He made his best effort to get hold of her dress of aunt, and after that he would tear a hole in the dress, okay. So this was again one of the mischief of Toto. One day at lunch time, a large dish of pulao stood in the center of the dining table. Now it is presenting one more incident, and he is saying that one day at lunch time there was one large dish of pulao that stood in the center of the dining table, okay. So in this picture we can say this is the pulao. So one day pulao was there in the lunch and a large dish filled with pulao was there on the dining table. We entered the room to find Toto stuffing himself with rice, and when everyone entered in the dining room for lunch, then they saw that Toto was stuffing himself. Stuff means to fill, okay. Then they all saw that Toto, he was filling himself, he was eating all the rice. My grandmother screamed. So grandmother, when she saw that Toto is eating the rice, he is stuffing himself with the rice, then obviously grandmother, she was very much angry, she was very much upset, and she screamed. Scream means to shout, okay. So grandmother shouted and Toto threw a plate at her, but Toto, because he was very mischievous monkey, so what did he do? He just threw a plate at the grandmother, okay. One of my aunts rushed forward and received a glass of water in the face. Now one of the aunt of the narrator, she rushed forward to help the grandmother. Then she received a glass of water in the face. It means Toto, this time he threw a glass of water towards the aunt of the narrator. When grandfather arrived, Toto picked up the dish of pulao and made his exit through a window. And when finally grandfather was there in the dining room, then Toto, now what did he do? He just picked up the dish of pulao that was there on the dining table and then he made his exit through a window. Okay, so उस रूम की जो विंडो थी उस विंडो से वो जहाँ वहाँ से बाहर निकल जाता है. We found him in the branches of the jackfruit tree, the dish still in his arms, and from that dining table now he was on the jackfruit tree. So in this picture we can say this is the tree of jackfruit. So this kind of tree was also there in their house. So now Toto, he was on that tree and still he was having that dish filled with pulao in his hands, in his arms. He remained there all afternoon eating slowly through the rice, determined on finishing every grain, and then in order to spite grandmother who had screamed at him, he threw the dish down from the tree and chattered with delight when it broke into 100 pieces. And now when he was at the when he was on the tree, jackfruit tree, so he remained there all afternoon. Okay, and he was eating slowly through the rice because he was determined on finishing every grain. Okay, so उस dish में जितने भी rice थे, he just wanted to have the entire grain, entire rice. So he was eating slowly and throughout the afternoon he was there on the tree. And then in order to spite grandmother, spite means hurt or annoy, so he just wanted to hurt grandmother, he just wanted to annoy grandmother. Why? Because grandmother had screamed at him, grandmother had shouted at him, so he was also very much upset with the grandmother and he wanted to make her more angry. So what did he do? He just threw the dish down from the tree. Okay, and obviously after that जो dish थी, जो plate थी, it broke into 100 pieces. Okay, and after that Toto, he chattered with delight. Delight means happiness and chatter is the sound made by the monkeys. Okay, so that monkey Toto, he just wanted to annoy the grandmother. Why? Because grandmother shouted at him. So after finishing the entire rice, entire pulao, he just threw down the dish, the plate, and then obviously the plate, it broke into 100 of pieces, and then he was shouting with delight, he was making a sound with happiness. Okay, obviously Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long, and now because Toto, he was such a mischievous monkey, so writer is saying Toto, he was not that sort of pet that they could keep for a very long time, right? Even grandfather realized that, and finally grandfather of the narrator, he also realized this thing that they cannot make Toto a pet for a very long time. We were not well to do and could not afford the frequent loss of dishes, clothes, curtains and wallpaper. And why they cannot keep Toto as a pet for a very long time? Because we have read in the chapter earlier that he was a very mischievous monkey, and because of that he was causing a lot of destruction in the house. So writer is saying that we were not well to do. It means जो family थी, that was not very rich, very wealthy family, and because of that they could not afford the frequent loss. Frequent means very often जो loss होते थे Toto की वजह से, loss of dishes, because वो dishes को तोड़ देता था, clothes, curtains, wallpaper, वो हर चीज़ को tears कर देता था, pieces में tear कर देता था, हर चीज़ को damage कर देता था. So इतना सारा damage, इतना सारा loss frequently वो afford नहीं कर सकते थे, because that was not a very rich, very wealthy family. So finally grandfather found the Tonga driver and sold Toto back to him for only 3 rupees. So finally it was decided कि Toto को फिर से उसी टोंगा ड्राइवर को दे दिया जाएगा जहाँ से ग्रैंडफादर ने इसको खरीदा था. So finally grandfather, he found that Tonga driver and then he sold Toto back to to him, and in how much money? For only 3 rupees. And I'm very much sure that you all remember that grandfather, when he bought this Toto, he gave 5 rupees to that Tonga driver, and this time when he was selling Toto back to him, he just received only 3 rupees. Okay, so students, the chapter ends here. It's very interesting chapter to show mischiefs of a monkey. Okay, and I'm very much sure that the chapter is clear to you all. In the next video, we will see the comprehension part, we will solve the questions. So see you in the next video. Thank you.